Hey, good morning, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to tell you about why I became a vegan. Oh yeah, I know, controversial. Please don't hit the dislike button, don't back up, hear me out, okay? Now, it's quite an interesting story about why I became a vegan. But before I do that, I'm going to have my breakfast, I'm going to jump on the bike, I'm going to go find somewhere nice, and I'm going to talk to you about why I became a vegan. So, let's tuck in, have a vegan breakfast, and let's get going. Delicious. Yeah, contrary to belief, vegans don't actually eat grass. Hey, do you mind being on film? So, yeah, let's talk about why I went vegan. You know what? A big part of the reason is these guys here. Well, not these guys in particular, but animals. I initially went vegan for compassion for all creatures. Oh, that's right. These guys here. Hey, aren't you? You're beautiful. Yeah, so vegan. What's that about? Why would anyone want to become a vegan? Oh, gosh. Aren't they all these annoying plant eaters that yell animal murder at you and all that stuff? Oh, gosh, I've seen them on TV. Let me tell you all about me as a vegan and what veganism means to me. Yeah, it's not what you expect. Yeah. So, a little bit of a backstory. You know, back in my 20s, I got involved with the wrong crowd. Yeah, I know. You know, I went down that path. I got hooked up with a lot of bad people, a lot of big people. So I became big. I got this big. Yeah, you know, hanging out with these crowds and all these people, it was like, gotta eat meat, gotta have your protein, gotta eat meat, gotta have protein. Cool, I did that. I did that for a lot of years, you know. I was a big boy for most of my life. You know, I trained extensively at the gym. I was doing martial arts for over 12 years. And the whole time I was a heavy meat eater, you know. Meat, protein, meat, protein. Also, you know, my life wasn't all as peachy as it is now, you know. It was a pretty tumultuous life. A lot of ups and downs, a lot of really crazy shit happening to me. Along with it was a lot of depression, a lot of anger, a lot of hatred, all that kind of really bad stuff that bottles up inside you. To the point where one day, I just couldn't take it anymore. Shit got crazy. You know, I tried to just end it. After that, I got to a point, the lowest point in my life, where I went, I need to do something. I need to make some changes in my life. I can't live this way anymore. It's just not right. So I sought out help, and I got help. And I got a lot of great help, you know, which I'm always grateful for. But that help led me to Buddhism. Now, Buddhism has helped me to understand more about myself and my path than anything else has in life. And trust me, I've been looking everywhere. I'm almost 50. Yeah, and I've spent pretty much all my life looking for a belief or where I belong or an identity. Never found it. Buddhism helped me to understand a lot more of that. I'm not going to go too much into that, but Buddhism helped me to find veganism. And I'll explain. One of the key principles of Buddhism is compassion. And it's not just compassion for yourself or compassion for others. It's compassion for all creatures, even little ants. So Zen Buddhists, you know, do that slow shuffle meditation. So try not to step on any bugs. It's about our intention and not wanting to bring harm. So we do whatever we can possible to ensure that we don't bring harm to any creature. Okay? So that's where I was at. And I've been working on compassion meditations for a while, trying to understand it. Sitting down one night to a steak dinner. Now, I was living on rural property at the time, and next door there was a whole bunch of rescued bobby calves who I'd been really wanting to connect with. You know, I kept going over to the fence and saying hi to them, and they just didn't want to know me. They were scared of me. And I was like, wow, I can understand it. Here's me, I'm trying to be the good Buddhist and work on compassion. Now these cows just didn't want a part of me. So here I am sitting, eating this steak, going, oh, hang on. And pictures of these cows kept flashing through my head as I was taking a bite. All of a sudden I made that connection that what I was eating on that plate was next door in that field. These creatures, these beautiful creatures that I've been trying to connect with, I was eating them. No wonder they don't want to come near me. I wouldn't want to come near someone who just ate my cousin. No way. So it was at that point I decided no longer. I don't want to eat animals anymore. It's just wrong. It's wrong for me. And that was in 2017. Now, I've been vegan for 7 years now, and I've pretty much thrived on it. I haven't died from a protein deficiency. I haven't died from a B12 deficiency. I'm not skinny, I haven't withered away. In fact, I'm 95 kilos. If anything, I'm a little bit overweight. So when I first initially went vegan, I didn't know what to do, man, you know. But it was great. I felt amazing. After a few days of going vegan, man, my energy levels are through the roof. I felt like I was an 18-year-old again. And I was at the gym, I was doing all my old routines, I was training like I used to. The only difference was I had way more energy, I had way more stamina, so I could train for longer and longer and longer. And I started losing weight. I couldn't believe it. In all the years that I've been at the gym, training, doing martial arts, all that good stuff, I've done weight cutting a few times. A couple of times I dropped from 115 kilos down to 98 kilos. It took me 3 months of hard work and almost killing myself. Well, felt like I was killing myself, just starving all the time. So when the first 3 months of going vegan, I went from 122 kilos to 89 kilos. It was that easy. I didn't even have to put any effort in. And with it, just the energy was insane. I just had so much energy. It was great. So I thrived on it, and I have thrived on it. Am I the healthiest vegan around? Heck no. Unfortunately, I do fall under the trap of processed foods. Vegan or not, processed foods aren't healthy. You know, some can be, but ultra processed, no way. So I'm trying to get myself off there. And look, I get it, there's a lot of misunderstanding about vegans. Vegans get a lot of flack, you know, and rightfully so. Look, I've seen a lot of the activism. I've actually taken part of it. When I first went vegan, I was with Anonymous for the Voiceless. Did a few protests with them, but like, it's just not me. Like, you know, I'm not gonna get in your face for anything. I really don't care how other people live their lives. What you do is up to you, just as what I do is up to me. And that's why I chose this path, because it's for me. A vegan lifestyle for me is just about reducing the harm that I inflict on this world. You know, it makes me feel better about myself and the way I live, as opposed to how I was 10 years ago. I'll take this lifestyle any day. I'm a lot happier, I'm a lot healthier, I have a lot more energy, and I actually enjoy life these days, which is the most important. And you know what? Anyone can do it. Being around it, I've been a tattooist for 30 years, heavy meat eaters, heavily opinionated about vegans too. You know, I've been involved with gangs where it's, you know, total machismo. You know, I was at the gym for over 15 years. You know, I did martial arts for over 12 years. All really macho, you know, environments where gotta eat meat. You know, I'd even go and kill the thing myself if I had to. That's not me. You know, I don't want to live that life. I'd rather go cuddle a cow than eat it. You know, and as you saw these beautiful horses, man, I can't look one of these creatures in the eye and then turn around and say I want to eat it. You know, I'm sure many of you can. Hey, more power to you. You know, just not these horses, okay? You know, I'm not putting the location in because these horses are beautiful. We'll just do what we can, and that's all I'm trying to do. Just doing the best I can for myself and those around me, and try not to bring harm. Pretty simple. And hey, if you like this, and you know, if you have a better understanding of at least some vegans and their viewpoint, then I appreciate it, and I'm truly grateful. And thank you for coming along and listening to my little story. And if you did like what you see, please feel free to give me a big like, subscribe down below, and hit that little bell to get notified. And you'll be seeing new videos from me each week. Every Sunday night, 7 p.m, YouTube, Mr. Brad Raven. Thanks for coming along. Peace out, y'all, and go vegan.